Buckle up, because we're diving into the dumpster fire that is modern marriage, or at least the lack thereof. Get this, in 1960, over 70% of American adults were married. Today, barely half. That's right, folks, marriage is about as popular as a screen door on a submarine. So what's the deal? Are we all just allergic to commitment, addicted to Tinder swiping? Well, it's complicated, like a relationship status you try to explain to your grandma. But one thing's becoming clearer than a prenup: economics play a huge role in this love drought. We're talking student debt heavier than a wedding cake made of textbooks. We're talking housing costs that'd make even a real estate agent blush. Throw in stagnant wages and an economy that loves to play hide and seek with our paychecks, and suddenly, love's got some serious competition. Now, before your granddad starts yelling about the good old days, let's get one thing straight. Marriage has always been evolving. It wasn't always about love and a Pinterest-worthy ceremony. Nope. Back in the day, it was more like a business deal with better catering. But here's the thing. Even with all its changes, marriage has, for a long time, been the societal norm, the expected finish line in the game of love. You found someone, settled down, popped out a few kids, ideally before the internet was invented, and called it a day. However, that whole settling down thing is getting harder than finding a decent apartment in a major city. Today, marriage is often seen as a luxury item, something you do after you've achieved financial stability. And let's be real, for many, that's about as likely as finding a unicorn riding a Roomba on your doorstep. So we've established that marriage is facing some stiff competition from, well, reality. But let's break down these modern-day love obstacles, shall we? First up, we've got the trifecta of financial fear, student debt, housing costs, and income inequality. Thanks to student loans that could rival the national debt, many young people are starting their adult lives drowning in bills, not champagne toasts. Then there's the housing market, where finding an affordable place to live often feels like winning the lottery, without the actual winning part. And to top it all off, we've got income inequality wider than a Kardashian's Instagram feed. It's no wonder people are delaying marriage. They're too busy trying to afford rent and ramen noodles to even think about a down payment on a house, let alone a wedding. Look, love might be blind, but it's not stupid. It sees those credit card bills piling up, it hears the arguments about splitting rent, and it knows that starting a family these days is more expensive than a first-class ticket to space. Here's the kicker. These economic anxieties aren't just delaying marriage. They're changing the entire relationship landscape. We're getting married later, if at all, having fewer kids and redefining what it even means to be partnered. The economic realities of today are forcing us to rethink our priorities. And while love might still be a many splendid thing, it seems even love needs a sound financial plan these days. Otherwise, it's just another casualty in the economy's ongoing game of let's make life difficult.